I mean, obviously the surgery is the part that sets you back, like speaking and stuff like that. And like there is a time for like how much recovery time before like you're able to regain, like whether it's 100%, 80%, 90%, whatever. But like at a certain point, like what is that? And it's like when you're, what, Steph, 32 years old, 33 years old, and I mean, you're going through cancer, like is it like, is chemo, like it's 3 months now, but then is it like, and I know like when my dad had like chemo, it's different, and like more into life, like the second time beat him up. Like how I described it is like when your body is at the most resilient it's going to be and you go through chemo, your body lives through it. When it doesn't get to recharge all the way to 100% battery life and you zap it again with another round of chemo and it now goes from, we'll call 100% before he goes in for chemo. His first time he goes in, gets chemo, like drops him all the way to like 50 or 60% of like his like energy levels, just body, like all that type of stuff. Well, like he starts to build it back up. He gets 55, 60. He's up to like 70. Well, like at some point they're like, hey, like we need to do another round of chemo. He never gets his body back to like the 100%. But he's also 75 years old. So like it takes a lot longer between treatments, I can imagine, before if you get zapped again, that it's going to drop you back even lower because you didn't have the resiliency and you weren't able to build back all the piece to be able to do it. Plus, first time your body gets introduced to anything, like it works a lot better. The second time that he had chemo, like it zapped his battery and his energy and everything well below where it did the first time. Plus, it wasn't even as effective as the first time because it's like reintroducing and like the things that are in there.
Well, it's dealing with the ones that survived the first time, so they were tougher.
Yes, correct. And like now you're like dealing with the like harder like things that are in there a little bit more, and it's like, damn, you're like, all right, like what's that look like for like a 30-year-old compared to like a 70-year-old? And my dad, I mean, he had colon cancer, spine cancer, brain cancer, lung cancer. Wow. Nobody knows which one came first. My dad was a smoker, so like you could say that like lung came first, but like he also had a little bit of at the end. I mean, again, they don't know like which one's which, but like colon cancer, which I did find out that my grandpa also had, or no, that somebody else on my dad's side also has that. So I'm got to get my fucking my was it rectal? Yeah, colon cancer. Yeah. No, not prostate. No. Colon cancer. What's the procedure where you go in and
endoscopy?
No,
colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy. That's the thing. I got to get it scheduled this year.
Getting both.
I have to get mine scheduled this year. Being that I'm over 40, I'm at risk. I don't want to do it, but like I know I need to do it just so that I'm aware. But it's like it freaks me out because I'm like, well, fuck. What if like my head coach is out for cancer? What if I have cancer as well? Like I'm like, damn. Like now it's really fucking tough. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah. But
okay, yeah. I'm going to segue this right into.
Are we talking? Yeah. So welcome back to the Barbell Podcast. My name is Joe, as you know, owner of the Strip CrossFit, where our guest for today, Norm, has been a member almost. It's 2 years and 9 months. I looked last night before setting this up. Almost 3 years. It's kind of crazy. Didn't feel like it's been that long since I remember you walking through the door. So, I mean, let's talk about you. Tell us a little bit about you, like your backstory, your health and fitness looked like before us.
All right. Been a paramedic, special operations, firefighter, etc. Well, for almost 53 years now. And I took for granted growing up and through the years, never really had discipline working out except for power walking. Yeah. Every year I'd have to walk 3 miles in 45 minutes carrying a 45-pound load.
Yeah.
And at one point I'd gotten up to 311 pounds and had to...
311 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was your body weight, correct?
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, not with the pack. Yeah. Internal load of 311.
So did a medically supervised liquid protein fast, and when all you're doing is drinking 4 cups of gruel a day, it's easy to stick to the diet. It's coming back into the real world discipline and food, and joined 24-hour fitness and was going down, do some aerobics classes, but it was mostly individual.
Yeah.
And it was too easy to get lazy.
Yeah.
And crept back up and hit the brakes at 290.
Yeah.
And was working out. And at the same time, I'm getting older.
Yeah.
And so at 68, I was bound up pretty damn tight. I was actually, I could get down to pick up something, but it was work to stand up. I was really concerned that I was going to fall and not be able to get myself up.
Yeah.
And even though I could still walk upright, it was the quality of life. And so I gave you a call.
Yeah. Do you remember what it was that, like, obviously you found us? I mean, I didn't meet you on the street or anything like that. How did you find out about the Strip CrossFit?
Well, when I was in the mountains of Colorado as a chief, running the county emergency medical services and doing mountain rescue and other things, we had a CrossFit.
Yeah.
But it was all the I called them the billy goats, the mountain rescue people, because just bing, bing, bing from rock to rock, and I'm walking. And they're out there with these giant frickin' tires and these ropes and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And I at 8,000 feet, and I'm just like no.
Hard pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to move down here because of parents with health issues. I couldn't bring them up to 8,000 feet. All their doctors were here.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm getting older, and I said, this is not how I want the rest of my life to be. Quality, not just quantity. And my wife, Vicki, also a paramedic, said, well, you remember CrossFit? I'm sure they have them here.
Yeah.
So yours was the first one when I Googled Strip CrossFit. And I called and explained my situation to your phone, and you said, I've got just the person for you. Everything but the Italian, I know a guy. Yeah. Only in this case, it was Stephanie.
Yeah.
So I come in, and here's this very fit, very attractive, non-judgmental young lady. I mean, I have granddaughters her age. And she puts me through an assessment, range of motion, what I can do, what I can't do. I've got 2 artificial hips. I've got a bunch of injuries through the years.
Used parts, bag of old parts.
Functional.
Bits and pieces. Functional, it works. It's duct tape and...
But there's certain range of motion things I just can't do.
Of course. Yeah.
And back then, bound up tight. And so she's going, okay, here's how the program works.
Yeah.
And showed up on the board, you'll have this, this, and this. But with your shoulders, I can't have you do this. So what instead, to get the same exercise, I'm doing front squats.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you pick up this and do a goblet squat with a kettlebell or a dumbbell. Yeah. So now I've got it.
Yeah.
My shoulders are working, and I'm working the right parts of the body and discovering workarounds.
Yeah.
So I get excited. I come in and I'm a dancing water buffalo among gazelles. There's all these fit 20, 30, 40-year-olds, and here I am, 68.
Yeah.
And the ego eats the brain, and I try and compete.
I remember those first early days.
Yeah, and I pulled something, and I had to take 2 months off to heal because I didn't come to you and say, or come to Stephanie and say, I pulled this, I'm going to heal up. I just stopped showing up.
Yeah.
And what got me coming back
was calling you every day.
Not every day. But you called twice. Stephanie texted me weekly.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
And so when I got this healed up, I came back, and then we had a conversation.
Yeah.
And you had explained, and now I know, because I've hurt myself a little bit every now and again.
Yeah.
The workarounds. Okay.
Yeah.
Instead, we'll do this alternate, or we'll work just this part, etc.
Yeah.
And also the support of the folks in the group. And I've had a half dozen members come up to me and ask me questions about their parents and how to get my peer group, so to speak, involved in doing. Because there's nothing age magical about this. So I've gone from 272, which is the weight I walked in.
Yeah.
Yesterday I weighed myself 212, 60 pounds.
60 pounds.
And it's been, and my range of motion, my strength, et cetera, has been freaking fantastic.
You're not a full gazelle, but I mean, you're bouncing around the gym, dancing, and when there's some good like 80s, 70s rock on and stuff like that, it's definitely brings out the best in Norm and gets those extra burn calories in the classes.
But I have to say, you had a secret weapon that no other CrossFit had, and that was Addie.
Yeah.
She was like 2.5 when we started.
Yeah.
And I'd be, at the end, I survived. Literally, Gloria Gaynor's in my head. I will survive. And then not walking, not running, but bouncing, ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. Addie comes up, fist bump, high five, or Stephanie's carrying her, fist bump, high five, et cetera. And it's just like, oh.
Yeah.
And I would work for those moments on top of everything else.
Yeah. So like when you had this like certain idea of like what CrossFit was and like the area of like what it was in Denver, like what was it that allowed you to step through our doors? Were you thinking that we were going to be doing that? Did you see things that were different? Like with our like, I know you're not a huge social media person, but did you see like certain messaging or certain things that we were different, or you're just like, hey, like that worked for these people, like let's see if it can.
I was ready to take it on. Whatever it was, I was going to give it a try.
Yeah.
And be open to it. And I remember you going, when I mentioned the tires, I expected to do tires, and you were telling me, I've had so many people from gyms offer to give me their tires if I would just take them. We don't do that.
Yeah. No, I'm too clean for that. I don't. Yeah, can't adjust it that much either. And it's, I mean, yes, it has its purpose, I guess, in terms of like just total like work capacity, but like in terms of like incremental change and or being able to adjust individual to individual, like you're pretty strict on like the size of the tires and like maybe you have a small, medium, large, but not a lot of like difference kind of in between. So I mean, you're kind of like stuck. You just do it more reps or less reps, I guess, and like you just continue to stay there. But like, yeah, they're outside. They're sitting up in the sun. They're beat up. They're worn out. They're like covered in dirt. People are like hands, feet, everything. It's just gross.
Plus, we considered it hot in Uray if it got above 80. No one had air conditioning up there. We were air conditioned by God. Here, we're dealing with 110, 115.
They wouldn't get programmed on a day like today. No. Definitely not in the middle of the summer. It'd be like middle, and then it's funny how people are finicky about like our winters, and they're like, "Oh, it's so cold outside." I'm like, "Guys, it's like 50 degrees outside, 60 degrees at 6 a.m." Like, yeah, but there's no sun, and it's 60. It's cold outside, or there's a light breeze. But yeah, I mean that kind of transitions. I know you said like, I mean, huge weight accomplishment, 63 pounds. How long has it been since you were 212? When was the last? Do you have any idea? Ever? Like high school, college?
No. I played football in college at 204.
Okay, you weren't like a lineman in like
I was.
280.
I was this,
280
it was
pound
Division
like offensive
III.
line.
I was the shortest nose tackle in the conference.
Oh wow. Okay.
But
yeah.
2003, after I did the medically supervised liquid protein fast and got all the way down to 210.
Which the thing that sucks about that, and I always tell people that like there's certain things that you can do, like if there's a short angle, but if you're not changing the actual like mindset, if you're not putting yourself in a new habit, you're gonna go back to it. I mean, unfortunately, food is the one addiction that is different than the rest. And what do I mean by that is that like food addiction, I still have to eat food to survive.
Yes.
If I'm an alcoholic, I don't need to drink alcohol. If I'm drug addict, I don't need to do drugs. Food, I have to eat. And it brings back a certain point every single time. And that if you keep yourself in the same type of mentality and you're like, I'm going to do this liquid fasting or I'm going to do this thing and it's short-lived, it's 30 days or it's 6 weeks or it's 8 weeks, like you actually haven't learned anything other than that I'm willing to, for a short period of time, stop doing something for a short-term goal, but after that point, it's going to then go back to whatever it was prior. I haven't created new habits for that.
That's the transition.
Yes. The mindset of like, this is who I am. That does not define me. I am a fit person. I eat healthy. I am a 212-pound individual. Most people that drop a significant amount of weight without any change in structure are still the 290-pound person when they stop doing it at the end of that 6 weeks, at the end of that fast, because can't do it forever. You're not going to just drink water and like drink electrolytes. I mean, maybe in 2030, that's all we'll do is that somebody will just hand us a jar and we'll just like drink it and then like that's it for the rest of the day. But like as it is right now, I mean, we're so surrounded in like copious amounts of sugar and like carbs and everything else that like it's available, very available to us. It's not like we're starving people or homeless people that like don't have access to these things. Like they're available even for the most needy or the ones that have the least amount of money, have the least amount of like, or have the most access to the cheaper foods, the easier foods, the very sugary, very carb heavy laden food, processed foods. They don't have access as much to the berries, to the like lean meats and stuff like that, like somebody that does have a little bit more to it. But second to that is that, I mean, I'm aware, and I mean, I know it's something that like has been, I don't want to call it hot topic, but something that's been very like vocal. And I was doing a report and I was at a coaches conference over the weekend and they were talking about that in the next 5 years that potentially up to 70% of Americans over the age of 21 will be on some form of a GLP-1. And obviously, like, I remember you bringing it to my attention that you wanted to. I was a little hesitant at first just because I thought we were building some good habits and that like it was moving. But like obviously you wanted something else to like continue to push you in a direction that allowed you to get to your goals. And obviously you ended up doing it. We ended up, embracing it and moving it forward with it. But let's speak to that. I mean, obviously you've done some things in the past. Like how has taking GLP-1s mentally, physically, like what's your experience?
All right. Let me back up a little bit.
Okay.
You were talking about fast food, processed food. Oddly enough, there was an article in the New York Times last week that the fast food restaurants have noticed a significant decrease in their sales. Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, because so many people are on the GLPs.
Yeah.
And so that desire, it basically, it turns off that food noise. I don't think about what am I going to have for breakfast? And now that I'm eating breakfast, what's going to be for lunch and dinner and my mid-afternoon? It turns that noise off. That's what it does for me. And so the impulse industries, I no longer have the, hey, I could swing by and pick something up.
Yeah.
And it allows me the discipline at home.
Yeah.
My wife started it. She was getting results, Vic the chick, and asked me to come join her on it. I watched for about 2 months, and we had conversations. And then I talked with my personal physician, and we made the decision to go with it. And I didn't have diabetes. I didn't meet anything that Medicare, which I'm on at age 70, was going to cover. And we had semi-plateaued. I had dropped down. I was not losing the weight, but transitioning less fat, more muscle.
Yeah.
And
it was challenging. There was a mental hurdle. Like you were wanting to continue to watch the scale go down.
Right.
I was kind of still trying to pull you through the like, hey, like we're moving in the right direction. We're building the right habits. We're doing the right things. But
Definitely.
It wasn't moving the needle in terms of like, I want the daily, like I want the wins. Like I want to have the like scale wins, which again, it's tough to always like, yeah, you lifted 5 more pounds, but you're like, hey, like the goal also is to not carry around the same amount of weight that, like I was.
And I'm going to quote you almost word for word when you were talking about the diets.
Yeah.
And you said that it was a long slog, not a sprint. And then you told me about the Snickers diet, that you could eat 4 Snickers bars, because the Snicker bar is 250 calories, and 1,000 calories a day, you will lose weight. But are you getting the right things, et cetera, that we need to keep in balance? And by the way, I haven't had a Snickers bar in over a year. But it was that constant coaching, and we were going in doing the body fat, muscle percentages, et cetera.
Yeah.
So I started the glipizide, and we continued talking, but I also modified the diet.
Yeah.
And then as we were making progress, I realized, okay, I'm getting the cardio and movement and some strength. Now I wanted more.
Yeah.
So I talked with Julia and Mariella. It turns out Mariella is one of your step coaches and also a personal trainer here, and took her on personal training. So now I'm 5 days a week, 3 days at CrossFit, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Tuesday with Mariella personal, and then Thursday she sets me up on one of her programs.
Yeah. Mariella's been on our podcast.
Oh, yes.
Before.
Yes.
Yeah.
And good coach. And I might also want to take a moment to shout out, congratulations. Mariella just got married 2 days ago. So very happy for her there.
Yeah. Didn't invite me.
No, I wasn't invited either.
I know. Yeah. It was a quick marriage, not a big celebratory one. So I guess I can't be too mad about it.
But anyway, it was the whole balanced control of the food.
Yeah.
The motivation coming in.
Because of that additional like boost of seeing the number move again.
Yes. And we've got a group here.
Yeah.
We talk, support each other. And we're blessed.
Yeah.
Because we're here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
We get these fantastic drop-ins, not just across the country, but from around the world. I've had conversations with folks from the UK, from Sweden, from Germany, from Italy, South Africa. And so, in turn, for my 70th birthday, we went to Hawaii and stayed in Kona. And I went to the Kona CrossFit, and we were right there training up for the Murph.
Awesome.
Which, by the way, this year I did, and I mean, I didn't just survive. We did the Murph.
Yeah.
Yep. And
can't wear the T-shirt anymore because it's too big.
Yeah. What a shame.
But we'll get a new shirt. We'll have a new shirt ready and printed this year for you.
Okay. So I was wearing double extra larges, and you gave me that double XL, which I have rehomed to one of our other folks who's fit double XL, not double XL. And now I'm down to wearing size larges. Swimsuits, I used to wear an extra large. I'm wearing mediums. I went from a 42-inch waist to a 36.
Love that.
And it's all in the balance. And the fact that we have the CrossFit community. And I'm not going to be one of those competitors. I mean, we have the High Rocks. I'll be the photographer.
Yeah. My personal photographer for my first one.
Yeah, and Julia and Mariella. And if I time it, I'll get some of the others because more and more are going.
Yeah,
but I brought Vicky there, and she just looks and goes, "These people are crazy." I go, "Yeah, but they're my crazy people."
Yeah. Awesome. So, I mean, last question about that before we kind of like transition into some other stuff. When people think GLP-1s and like, especially from the fitness side, and they look at it like, especially as personal trainers, and even my beliefs to some degree. And when I think and or say it's somebody taking the easy way out, How's that? Like, tell people why it's not.
All right. I've done Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
I've done the medically supervised liquid protein fast. I've done the gastric sleeve procedure back in 2013, where they took 80% of my stomach out. Well, you can stretch that back out.
Yeah.
I've tried to do my own fitness and discipline. Used to belong to a gym, 24-hour fitness, etc.
Yeah.
I look at this as just one more tool. I started CrossFit, and that was working to a point, and all I did was add one more tool into it.
Yeah.
And then we added the additional tool of the personal
training. Yeah, you're fine.
Personal training, etc. And it's just
stacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. If you come in thinking, this is it, this is the only way I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. GLP-1s aren't going to work on their own. You still need to do some work. You still need to like stack the rest of it and make sure that everything else is aligning towards that.
And each program that I've been involved with has said, diet alone isn't going to do it. Exercise alone isn't going to do it.
Yeah.
You have to do the two in combination.
Yeah.
Especially if you're only doing diet, the body's going to go for the protein, the muscle.
Yeah.
The only way to keep the muscle is to work out.
Yeah.
It's literally a team effort for your body.
Yeah.
You're the whole team, but you're using the different parts rather than just, oh yeah, this is it.
Yeah. I mean, it's shameless plug for CrossFit, but I mean, the biggest thing about CrossFit that other training programs don't have is the community and the accountability. And it's like, yes, if I were to do something one-on-one with the personal trainer, or yes, I was to do something in my own garage on my own, I can do that just like I can do a water fast. I could probably do that for 90 days with a specific goal in mind. But after that 90 days, the attention, the accountability becomes tough.
Yeah.
The long-term thinking of CrossFit compared to working out on your own is that like I get to, on a day in, day out basis, shoot the shit with Norm. I get to hang out in the same room and get my ass beat by Julian workouts every single day. But it allows me to just show up and hang out with people as like my third space. Like I mean, it's different for me because obviously my second space is the gym as well. But I mean, for somebody who's not a fitness person, who doesn't own the gym, who's not working in the gym, it's a place where you get to hang out and shoot the shit, and you miss it. You miss the people. Like it's not 50 burpees that we miss. We don't miss, like I could do the 50 burpees at home and I won't do them on my own. But like if somebody else is struggling with me, if somebody else is there doing the thing, the shared struggle is what makes it that much better. The journey might not happen as fast because it's not as specialized as writing out programming or putting myself through a crazy fast or doing 2-a-days. But the whole mentality of like, if you want to go fast, do it alone. If you want to go long, you do it with a tribe. Like that's CrossFit. CrossFit is the tribe. CrossFit is the I'm at home or I'm sick or I'm out of town, and you just miss that 7:30 class. You just miss talking to certain people, and you see it online. It gives you a little bit of that FOMO. Like that's what CrossFit is. That's what group fitness is. That's in my mind what makes this so much more potent, so much more effective long term than any other training platform, any other methodology out there, is that I can have somebody who's 70 years old working out with somebody who's 15, 16 years old and everything in between. And we're all congratulating people for the work that they're putting in at the pace that they're able to push, not equal to each other, which early on sets a little bit of that ego and like that like hurt and stuff like that. But once we pull that away and realize that we're all here just to better ourselves, that like that's the special sauce that CrossFit has that nobody else has.
And one other thing, when I was working out on my own, today's a leg day, so I'm only going to do this and then 20 of this and then 30 of this. And then there's no thinking. All I have to do is show up and look at the board. Okay.
Yeah.
The only thinking that goes in is, all right, I can't do muscle ups.
Yeah.
But I can ring row, and like today,
Yeah.
I added putting a 30-pound dumbbell between my thighs and doing the ring rows.
Yeah.
The modifications
Yeah.
to achieve are there. I just have to show up.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. So, I mean, at 70 years old, I mean, you are kind of the upper end. I mean, we have Marilyn, I think Marilyn and Robert might have you beat. I think that's it. So, I mean, we're at the upper end. I mean, we have a little over 200 members. So, I mean, you're in the one percentile of the like older age. Like, you're not in the median, definitely like on the one side of that. Okay. Like at 70, like what's it like being in a class next to people that are 20s and 30s? Like what's the couple things that like for somebody who it would be potentially newer or looking at it, like what should they be encouraged by and less discouraged and or like stopped by?
Ego. God, who was it? He was right next to you. He's got that perfect Hollywood upside down pyramid. Stewie. Yeah, I came walking in today. He's warming up, bench pressing more than the max I can lift.
Me too, by the way.
He's got 3 different kettlebells and the chain.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, my God, have I walked into a bondage dungeon? It was my first, and I almost blurted it out, but I didn't. And I'm like, there's no way I compete with that. The other thing, when you get older, your skin bruises easier, especially if you're on blood thinners. And in losing the weight, the skin doesn't tone up. So there'll be certain stretching where I'm looking going, ooh. All right.
Yeah.
That's just the way it's going to be. It's so much better than carrying the extra weight and having it stretched out. Yeah. But you had those little things.
Oh, yeah.
Or I'm bald.
Yeah.
No matter how much weight, how fit I get.
Yeah.
I'm bald.
Yeah.
And you just, okay.
Yeah.
You learn to accept, literally, I mean, I sound like I'm what? AA? Learn to change the things I can and accept the things I can't. But otherwise, it's a tremendous amount. What I have had to stop myself from doing is where in my peer group, I'll say, that's a lovely shirt on you. This looks great. Your hair looks nice. It's like, God, I hope I'm not coming across as the dirty old man or the perv.
Yeah.
So I really have to rein that part back in. But otherwise, I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
And the coaches have been great, and they don't laugh at me too much. Good music, et cetera. And you just, you get into it.
Yeah. I know that part about the skin part because I was never over 300, but I was 290 and obviously not 290 now. But when I would do planks and I would be sitting there in a plank and my shirt would be off and I would be looking like clearly down towards my toes or whatever, and I would see like my stomach, like skin hanging. That was a big like uncomfort for me. So I mean, I hear you on that one.
Yeah.
On multiple occasions, I thought about actually having like skin reduction just because of that, because I was like, hey, I'm the owner of a gym. Like I'm a fitness coach. I'm supposed to be, my perception should be that like I'm the best example of what CrossFit is. And like in the same regard, like it took some like reframing, but like I am the best example because I have blemishes. Like because I have this and I'm willing to still like take my shirt off in a workout. You call me out all the time for having it off before the warm-up's over. But like showing people that like you don't have, like everybody's accepted. Everybody's here. Everybody's working. Nobody's if they're thinking it, they're not saying it. Not once. Like, I mean, the yous, the Marilyns, the Justins, the me's, the whatever, like we're cheering successes. Like we're here to like applaud that. And the fact that you're willing to come back through the door day after day, work hard, is all we care about. Like the committed club is all about how many times you show up. It's not about the weight that you moved, the weight that you lost, the PR on your bench, which all are important like markers. But like just show up. Like if you can show up for, I mean, what are we almost?
This just hit session 240 today.
We're at 240, so we're 10 away from our second board in the gym. I mean, we have 100 committed, which is already a good sized task, and then the second one, which you're coming up on, 250 classes. Big goal. I mean, that's a big number. But we also have 2 boards that are above that, which are like long-term striving, where when you come in, you're not like, oh shit, like 30 days I'm in and out. Like you're not even going to be like a third of the way to the first board. Like you're not like, no way you're going to get congratulated for 30 days of fitness. Like we congratulate 100 classes, 100 show-ups, then 250 show-ups, then 500 show-ups, and 1,000 show-ups. And I mean, if you want to do it, I mean, there's few, Julie included, 2,000 show-ups if we wanted to put a board up there. It'd be very minimal, but I mean, we'd have people there. And like celebrating like, hey, you made it through the door, you showed up, you put in hard work. See you tomorrow. Like that's always been the like motto. It's like, hey, like I don't care if you're the fastest, the slowest, work on yourself, continue to progress yourself, work on that, and just like let's celebrate the show-ups.
Yep. And so if there's anything I can pass along to those of us in the 60s, 70s, if you can walk, you can do this. They have, right now, social media, there's all these chair aerobic charts, etc. And that's fine. If you're chair bound, you can still move and do things. It's not all or nothing.
Yeah.
You just show up consistently. And this is a program that's worked for me.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously that was literally my last question. What would you tell another 70-year-old who's on the fence about starting?
Come on down.
It's not too late. Like you don't have to start this 20 years ago. You can start it at 68 years old. Was it 68, right?
It was 68.
Your first experience of CrossFit does not have to be in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or even 50s. You can literally start, and like it's kind of like planting a tree. The best day was yesterday. The next best day is today. Like I mean, at any age, you don't have to like have a prior track record of anything to make the first initial.
Well, and here's the other thing. You're doing this for you. A lot of people think CrossFit and they think High Rocks, the competition and the games that have been on ESPN, et cetera. It's like, yes, there are some people that's where they're at.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. You're doing this to start for you, and you may end up. I've been encouraged to compete in the seniors and beginners on a couple things.
CrossFit Open next year.
Yeah. Mariella's sort of working on it. Oh, that's what I wanted to get back to.
Yeah.
I had bursitis 6 months ago and was getting the steroid injections. And my ortho said, have your coaches work on these areas.
Yeah.
So I talked with Alexa, and she works me. You notice I'm over there doing the hip circles and everything 10 minutes before we start. Every workout I'm doing. And then Mariella switched up my lower body training, specifically aiming at those areas. I've turned down my last 2 scheduled shot appointments every 6 weeks.
That's awesome.
Because I don't need them.
Yeah.
Because the folks support, adjust, adapt to what's going on at that moment. And I'm sorry, I meant to bring that up earlier and I forgot.
No, absolutely.
But that's part of the beauty of this.
Yeah. It's, as I like to tell people, what's up on the board is a syllabus to be able to move a class along.
Yeah.
How that's adjusted and or framed for each individual person is the job of a good coach. Is that like, hey, everybody doesn't need to do it exactly as written. If we're pressing, we're pulling, or we're all working hard, that's the stimulus. That's the end result, that everybody is pushing themselves at a pace that they're slightly uncomfortable with, but still working capacity for them for that specific day and or event. If you have an event, something happens, that we can work around it. We can get back to that point and be able to do so.
Actually, I will not only get to it, but in my case, past it.
Yeah.
I can now do squats. I can now, I can't jump, but I can step up
right.
on the 24-inch where I started at 16. That whole range of motion, strength, agility, which really was my ultimate goal. And the weight loss, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm getting excited, maybe showing my East Coast, but yes, quality of life has been excellent. And then I have to say, periodically, you throw these fun things in. And my favorite was the Halloween workout, where we had the little tiny bag of M&Ms, 6 colors, and you just reached in and grabbed the bag. And so everyone was different, and each color had... And so I was blessed that I didn't have all the yellows. I can't think who did, but oh man, he was dying.
Shout out M&M if you want to sponsor our Halloween workout next year.
The big bags.
Mini bags, fun size bags. No, we don't need the big ones. But I mean, in wrapping, you leave Friday? No, Saturday. You leave Saturday. How long are you gone?
Month.
1 month on vacation. It's a big. I mean, has this been a minute since you've taken that type of vacation?
Huge for that amount of time. Normally, this is wildfire season for me. I'm out on the fires. We do our vacations in the fall and winter and early spring. So this is the first summer vacation we've taken in over a dozen years.
Hiking, sightseeing, and you're gone for 30 days. That means you're going to give me how many CrossFit drop-ins? I'm holding you to it.
I plan. No, hang on.
Oh, how many?
3 that I've planned on. 1 in Hamburg, Germany, and 2 in Paris.
Are you going to be in Paris?
Yes.
Shout out Daniel Chaffee and CrossFit Louvre.
Yes.
If you're there.
That's the one.
That's the one. I was there last year. Same time. It's a great gym. It's multi-level. The coaching is amazing. The community is great. And challenge yourself for one more, just random one. What I want you to do is just when you're in a random city, just Google CrossFit, and whichever one's close, go visit. Irregardless of the language, they'll figure it out for you.
Oh, okay.
Because it translates.
Yeah. My only challenge is because we discovered you buy a Volvo, they'll fly you over to Sweden for free.
Yeah.
And you get your car and 15 days of insurance. So that we're doing this road trip. So Vicky's got 3 days here, 4 days here. So I'll try Hamburg and Paris. I know I can. Yeah. I've researched. I'll see what else I can
try
do.
to find a random city in just like a random not podunk town, but a smaller town. See if you can just like go in. There might be 3 people in there, but they're doing CrossFit.
Yep.
They're doing group fitness.
So plus I have to get a shirt for Alexa.
Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for sitting down. Obviously you got some stuff to do before you get out of town, and wanted to get it in before, because obviously to kind of highlight those goals and what you've been able to accomplish, and wanted to get this out there. But yeah, thank you.
And if I may say, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Watch out for this. All right, guys. Till next time.